Good evening and welcome to this special programme on the homecoming of our Olympic athletes. Gold medal champion Katie Taylor is returning to a hero's welcome in her native Bray in County Wicklow. Now, those are the scenes in Bray in County Wicklow as the crowds await the arrival of Katie. Now, though, and we'll talk about the Dublin footballers who you, I know, follow as well.
Yes.
That everyone's out to get them now. It'll be the same with her.
Everybody's been out to get Katie Taylor for a long time.
Yeah.
When you're 4 times world champion, 5 times European champion, people try to pull you down. People want to aspire to be her. Okay, the world knows about her now. As
ago.
And I believe.
Definitely, but this is something that we've all become sort of tuned into over the last couple of days since it became apparent that there was an issue that needed to be sorted. Like Kenny is very close to this. You're part of the high performance program, and I know on one level it's difficult for you to talk about, but you know, for Billy Walsh and Zor, these guys are crucial to you, to the team, and the future development of boxing, I would think.
I think it would be a total disaster if the two lads had to jump ship and move somewhere else for work, you know. They're talking about them going to Belgium or Holland or whatever. I think it's scandalous. We should keep the two coaches in place, because without these guys, Irish boxing is going to suffer. These lads have been there right since 2003, the start of the high performance. And look, since the high performance was started, we've won over 70 medals. And that's more of a reason why we should keep these lads. But it's not only the coaches that we need to keep. We need to keep the funding in the high performance structure, because if the two coaches do remain as Irish head coach and assistant head coach, they're going to need the budget to fund them for the next 4 years to be away and competing in around Europe in the top nations.
And even Pete there, we see him coming along. There's talk that other countries are looking for him.
The whole situation, it's not about a big paycheck for Billy and that. You know, what it's about is they have a plan, they have a vision for the future, what they want to do with the Irish boxing team, and it's making sure that plan is funded, you know, and they get the support that they need. So everything has to come together. You know, every politician is going to come out and want to have a picture taken with the boxing team. You know, let's hope they stick around more than just for a smile and put the support where it's needed.
Yeah, but you go back not that long ago, and we heard about Katie's gym where she trains in Bray. Didn't even have proper bathroom facilities.
Yes,
you know,
4 times world champion, having to go down to the local pub to use the bathroom. It's disgraceful, to be honest.
I think reality has hit home that she is home.
She's there now, lapping it all up, waving to the people as the bus makes its way.
And again,
through Bray,
Katie's so humble. Like, this is such a new experience for her. I think she will be. She'd be amazed and overawed by kind of the feeling people have towards her.
I think
Kenny, did you talk to her?
I was speaking to her the other night in RT now.
But to sort of to cheer up for what might be ahead of her.
No. But I know, you know, as I said, she's a good family around her, which is crucial. And you know, Pete there, he'll be the main man in her life now, and he'll be looking after everything, you know, for the foreseeable, I suppose, future. But she has a lot to take on now. You know, there'll be people looking for her to sponsorships and all kinds of stuff. But
you'd never imagine she's had 3 fights in the last week, would you?
No.
It's not a mark on her either.
No. We just got glimpses there. Zor is on the bus. Pete Taylor, Adam Nolan as well. So, you know, there've been lots and lots of people as they travel down the street there.
It's a great achievement for Adam as well, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. His first game.
He's been around 2 years on the senior panel. He went and qualified. He was the dark horse. Here he is now, you know, an Olympian, which is great for him as well.
So they'll all be working now, starting tomorrow, probably next week, maybe after a short holiday, towards Rio.
And it's not about they do.
12. It's fantastic. But they have, Kenny, we mentioned, you talk about this bubble. It's kind of, in my head, it was sort of nearly a cocoon. I remember last Monday night and the way they have stayed away from everything up to now, and this is where the reality will really strike home, and has since they arrived back in Dublin Airport earlier. Katie, one of her first interviews after winning the first fight against Jonas, the British boxer, I think she asked, it may have been Marty, well, when am I fighting again? She didn't even know. It was just, this was the focus. It was just, right, today. She thought she was fighting on the Tuesday, but it was actually the Wednesday. But it was just one day at a time. We're here. We want to win this competition, and this is the first hurdle. Incredible.
But that's the ethos we have in the high performance. You know, years ago, and I was an awful man for it myself. I was looking too far down the draw. I'd end up looking too far and saying, right, if I beat him, I'll beat him. I have a medal. And all of a sudden, I was getting beaten in my first fight. But now it's just one round at a time, one fight at a time. That's all we think about.
It's all about your performance.
Forget about medals, forget about podium finishes. It's performance. Give it 100% in every minute of every round.
So that was the key, and they all put that message out after every single fight. It's about doing what they do and do, you know, what they practice in the gym, bringing that to the ring. And it's not about thinking, you know, of winning. It's not about thinking of losing. It's about just performing to the best of your ability.
It's controlling the controllables. You know, in the ring. You and your opponent. Forget about the judges. Forget about the referee. You just go in and do what you have to do. You know, if you start worrying about judges not hitting buttons for you, or the referee is not fair, but then your whole game goes to pot.
They left no room for doubt in their heads.
And the preparation was spot on. You know, they had the perfect training camp, plenty of sparring. Everything was perfect for them. All they had to do then was go to London and just execute.
Earlier, you guys were talking about the dominant position that Katie has in women's boxing. You go back, even this year we saw it with Ochagava, the Russian, in the final. The competition, her standards have maintained, and she's improved and improved all the time. But the competition are getting closer to her, and she's reacted to that too, Brian.
Yeah, and the more exposure that female boxing gets, the more ladies that will get into the sport. And that's just fact. And the more people that get into it, the better the opposition's going to be. But Katie Taylor is the type of person who thrives on the challenge.
I mean, all in all, as a tournament, it went very well for its first outing, women's boxing. It was a big success in these Olympics.
It was brilliant. You know, the crowds that were in that stadium for for Katie's first fight with Jonas was like, I heard the atmosphere was just unbelievable. You know, and that's what you want. But I think, as Brendan was saying, you know, since women's boxing's been in the Olympic Games, it's going to drive more girls into the sport. And it's going to improve women's boxing, so it's going to get stronger and stronger. And that's what I'm talking about Katie. If she remains amateur, she's going to have a tough fight, you know, in each competition you go to.
For any person who doubted and, you know, had any sort of fleeting doubts that female boxing belonged in the Olympic Games, they were dispelled immediately once Katie Taylor and Jonas boxed each other in the first fight. Yeah. That showed that they deserved their spot.
It was a final in itself, wasn't it?
It was incredible. It really was.
And also the